text, audio, and video news of the globe from Scientific Television. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with us. Thank you.
Now listen to the headline news. U.S. military strikes Islamic State group targets in Syria, officials say. Thousands march and dozens arrested in Minneapolis protests against ICE. Hermes of durian, the luxury fruit cashing in on China's billion-dollar appetite. Google employee made redundant after reporting sexual harassment, court hears. Author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's family accuse hospital of negligence over son's death. Rare first Superman comic, once stolen from Nicolas Cage, sells for $15 million. Rescuers race to find dozens missing in deadly Philippines landfill collapse. Trump seeks $100 billion for Venezuela oil, but Exxon boss says country uninvestable. Hounded and harassed, the former pop star taking on Uganda's longtime president. Bears and Rams claim thrilling NFL playoff wins. U.S. urges its citizens to flee Venezuela amid reports of paramilitaries. U.S. protests condemn ICE killing of Renee Good and a regime that is willing to kill its own citizens. One person dead as PM visits bushfire-ravaged towns with 300 structures destroyed and 350,000 hectares burnt. Indonesia blocks Musk's Grok chatbot due to risk of pornographic content. Trump's attack leaves China worried about its interests in Venezuela. Now listen to the main detailed news.
The United States and its partner forces launched large-scale airstrikes against Islamic State targets in Syria under Operation Hawkeye Strike, U.S. Central Command said. Ordered by President Donald Trump, the attacks involved over 20 aircraft and more than 90 precision munitions hitting at least 35 locations. The operation follows earlier December missions and aims to degrade remaining IS networks amid Syria's fragile post-war political transition after years of conflict. Thousands of people protested again in Minneapolis after 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good was shot and killed by a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agent. Demonstrations spread to major cities including New York, Seattle, Austin, and Los Angeles. While most protests were peaceful, police declared an unlawful assembly near a hotel housing ICE agents, arresting about 30 people and reporting minor injuries and property damage. Raub, a small Malaysian town, has transformed into a global durian hub driven by soaring Chinese demand, especially for the premium Musang King variety. Once a gold mining area, Raub now celebrates durians through farms, exports, tourism, and local wealth creation. China imported a record $7 billion worth of durians in 2024, with Malaysia rapidly expanding its share alongside Thailand and Vietnam. A senior Google UK employee, Victoria Woodall, has told an employment tribunal she was made redundant after whistleblowing about a manager's sexually inappropriate behavior. Google's internal investigation found the manager sexually harassed colleagues and clients, leading to his dismissal. Woodall claims she then faced retaliation, demotion, and exclusion, while Google denies wrongdoing and says her redundancy resulted from a wider restructuring process. The family of renowned Nigerian writer Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie has accused Eurocare Hospital in Lagos of negligence following the death of her 21-month-old son, Nkanu Nnamdi. The toddler died after a short illness, leaving the family devastated. While the hospital has expressed sympathy and confirmed an investigation is underway, it strongly denies providing improper care or breaching international medical standards. A rare copy of Action Comics #1, the 1938 comic that introduced Superman, has sold privately for $15 million to an anonymous buyer, setting a new record for comic books. The issue, graded 9 out of 10, is among fewer than 100 known copies. Once owned by actor Nicolas Cage, the comic's dramatic history has further elevated its cultural and monetary value worldwide. Rescue teams in Cebu City, Central Philippines, are racing to locate dozens of workers missing after a landslide struck the privately owned Binali landfill. The collapse occurred on Thursday while around 110 workers were on site. Officials have confirmed 4 deaths and at least 12 injuries so far. Signs of life have been detected, raising hopes as relatives wait anxiously for news. U.S. President Donald Trump has urged major oil companies to invest at least $100 billion in Venezuela's oil sector, following U.S. actions against the Maduro leadership and moves to ease sanctions. At a White House meeting, executives acknowledged Venezuela's vast reserves but made no immediate commitments. Industry leaders described the country as highly risky, despite Trump's claim that unlocking Venezuelan oil could help lower global energy prices. Ugandan opposition leader and musician Bobi Wine is challenging long-serving President Yoweri Museveni in a presidential election for the second time. Known for his ghetto president image, Wine has mobilized large numbers of young voters by focusing on corruption, unemployment, and human rights. Despite strong popular support, his campaign faces heavy security pressure, arrests of supporters, and an uneven political environment ahead of voting day. The Chicago Bears achieved a remarkable comeback to defeat divisional rivals Green Bay Packers 31-27, securing their first playoff win in 15 years. Trailing by 18 points entering the fourth quarter, Chicago scored 25 unanswered points, led by quarterback Caleb Williams in his playoff debut. The Bears' victory capped a season where they completed a record 6 last-minute comebacks and advanced to the divisional round alongside the Los Angeles Rams.